They're the only thing standing between you and ultimate victory.
He is here.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 fighting game bosses.
Final round. Fight.
For this list, we've chosen the final bosses from tournament-style fighting games that left a lasting impact on players due to their design, difficulty, and impact on the series as a whole. Our choices are based on a mixture of fan votes, popularity, and our own personal preferences.
Let's get started. Fight!
Number 10, Eyedol, Killer Instinct. Two heads are better than one, right? The final boss of the original Killer Instinct game, Eyedol was a powerful warlord banished to the realm of Limbo for several thousand years. He was eventually brought into the modern-day world by the ever-dubious corporation of Ultratech and turned into a bicephalous monstrosity with a really big club. As the tallest fighter in the game, you'll need to be quick and deliver out precise strikes in order to take him down. While he may look menacing, we can't deny that he's got a pretty hilarious arcade ending. Number 9, Parache Lucia, Sugoi Arcana Hearts 2. You may be hard-pressed to find a more infamous boss in the whole genre. Newcomers might take a look at this elf girl and find themselves more than a little invested in her flashy getup and abundance of cleavage on display. But then the fighting starts. Within the space of 5 seconds, you'll probably find yourself declaring your absolute hatred for this little gal. A boatload of super bars, all 4 elements under her control, and the annoying as hell ability to dish out constant damage without slowing down, she's become something of a legend when it comes to fighting game bosses, even if it's for all the wrong reasons. Number 8, Geese Howard, Fatal Fury, King of Fighters.
Round 1.
Regarded as one of the greatest aspects of this classic fighting game series, Geese Howard is introduced as a powerful crime boss and the host of the deadly King of Fighters tournament. As the man who murdered the father of the 2 main heroes, he's got all the makings of a natural antagonist. Of course, no one was expecting him to be this good at getting his hands dirty, or that he'd be such a difficult boss. Able to attack from afar with wind-based projectiles, not to mention some powerful kicks, you'll definitely need to hone your skills in order to take him down. Number 7, Galactus, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Fate of Two Worlds.
Much like the Fantastic Four, you are nothing to me.
All comic book fans are familiar with the Devourer of Worlds. Though we didn't expect to be taking him on hand-to-hand in all of his planet-eating, purple-armored glory. The first half of the battle consists of fighting metallic versions of Wesker, Dr. Doom, Akuma, or Dormammu. Survive all that, and you have to battle Galactus himself, who happens to be ever so fond of summoning lasers from his fingertips and eyes.
Suffer for your arrogance.
Danger. Down.
The key is to hit hard and hit fast, since this guy can push past even your strongest hyper combo. And just to top it all off, there's a time limit on the battle. Let it run out and Earth gets eaten. Literally.
A foolish way to end what?
Number 6, Dural, Virtua Fighter series. Considering she's the final boss for every single game in the series, we had to give this metallic combatant her time in the spotlight. While Virtua Fighter has never had so much depth as its competitors, fighting Dural was always something that fans looked forward to, albeit with a bit of dread. It's not hard to see why, as even in her debut, players were greeted with a sinister chrome entity able to use the styles of every other character. While there have been many reimaginings and incarnations of similar characters down the line, Dural is something of a classic. Number 5, Unlimited Hazama, Blaze Blue Continuum Shift. It's not enough that this character is a colossal butt, has a wicked tongue on him, and makes life a living hell for every character you love in the series. But as a final boss, he will have you breaking controllers in sheer rage, we promise you. Aside from an increased difficulty setting, where his abilities get a sudden boost, and a tendency to snatch you wherever you are on the screen, he also comes with a force field that drains life if you touch it. While Unlimited Mu 12 was a tricky opponent, there just wasn't the same amount of disdain that we felt for this fedora-wearing snake in that damn astral heat of his. Number 4. Master Hand, Super Smash Bros. Series. With so many iconic heroes and villains in Nintendo's roster, the last thing players expected the final boss to be was a giant, pale hand that came with its own maniacal laugh. Most surprising of all, Master Hand turned out to be an epic boss fight. Along with its twin, Crazy Hand, these two symbolize both creation and destruction in the Smash Bros. Universe, and Smash is what they do best. With a number of creative techniques at its disposal, such as finger bullets, hammer fists, and endless poking, this boss gave all fans the sleight of hand and became a much beloved staple of the franchise. Number 3. Heihachi Mishima, Tekken series. Definitely one old man you don't want to mess with. Owner of the Mishima Zaibatsu, his own personal corporate empire, and creator of the King of Iron Fist tournament, Heihachi's only goal in life is power. As a result, he's not exactly the friendliest of guys, evident from when he tossed his own child off the side of a mountain just to see if he was worthy of inheriting his company. Despite his age, he's more than a capable fighter, and has served as Tekken's one true antagonist from the get-go. Even when he's a playable character, he's never lost that authority he got from being a final boss. Number 2. Shao Kahn, Mortal Kombat series.
Come on, it's up to us.
Nowadays, almost all gamers are familiar with the Emperor of Outworld and are very much aware of just how hard he is to defeat. Able to knock players across the screen with one hit, constantly letting loose projectiles or hammer swings, Shao Kahn will have so much of your life drained before the end of the first round that he'll even have time to gloat about it mid-fight. While Shang Tsung's ability to transform into other players made him a formidable opponent in the first game, there's no contest between the old sorcerer and the walking fatality.
Your time has passed.
Before we reveal our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Show me your power. All of it. Don't hold back.
Now! You dare challenge me? You dare challenge me. Don't resist.
Battle 1, fight!
Number 1. M. Bison, Street Fighter series. One of the most revered fighting games of all time had to have a strong set of boss characters in order to stand out. While it had many awesome returning characters, no fan was prepared for the arrival of the cloaked dictator known as M. Bison. Widely considered to be the true antagonist of the Street Fighter series, even outshining those that came after him, the boss of Shadaloo comes equipped with some dangerous moves for those that are unprepared. His master of psycho power ensures that no place on the screen is safe. A true challenge for an exceptional game. Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite fighting game boss? With new top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
You were recording that, weren't you, player? No? What do you mean you weren't recording that?